Hi buds, welcome back to the channel. Okay, so today we are gonna talk about how to remember stuff and some book recommendations from me. So first, let's talk about the book recommendations that I have for you. So this month I read three books and I highly recommend them three. First one is called Life Amazing Secrets. It's by Gaur Gopal Das. In this book, he talks about the four wheels of life which we everything comes under these four wheels, and actually I was able to understand only three wheels, and introduced me the concept of gratitude and having a positive attitude for everything, and looking to the good in people. And it taught me how we should function within social environments, and it was actually a very good book. If any one of you is going through some negative emotions in your life, I highly recommend this book. You go through this book, you will surely feel better. Then there is another book called Unlimited Happiness by BK Shivani. You should go through this book. I was actually going through a little chaos in my life before reading this book, and after this book I felt very good. After these two books I felt very good. So it is Happiness by BK Shivani. BK Shivani is actually a practitioner of Raj Yoga, and this book is a conversation between he and his brother, where they unravel the dimensions of happiness and what actually happiness is, and is it talks about is having anger, is having stress normal or not, and spoiler alert, it's not normal. So it talks about affirmations, how to deal with them. It talks about meditation to some extent. You may surely check this book out. I highly recommend it. You may read it. And then there is another book called Unfinished by Priyanka Chopra. It's an autobiography. So it was a good book. I learned two lessons that you should prepare. You should, whatever it is, you should prepare for it. Whatever exam or anything that you have life, if you have prepared for it, you will excel at it. And yeah, it's kind of kind of a cliche, but still. Then there is another lesson that I learned, that is never stopping, always pushing yourself and keep walking no matter what happens, and that will get you to some successful place, if not also to a very big heights, but it will get you some heights. And this much is for the book recommendations. Now let us get back to the main video. Okay, so we study a lot of things. Okay, we study a lot of books, we study a lot of things in our career, and in general we study a lot. We are medics, we study biology. We have some of us read fiction, some of us see fictions as movies, or as a lot of memory. Every day we are attacked with a lot of memory. So how to memorize everything that is important, and don't enter or don't take which what is not important. So the question has a five-way answer. I'll give you 5 ways which you can remember stuff. Okay, so the first way is active recall. What active recall is, you recall everything actively. It's like participating. Okay, so what you do is, after every class you actively try to remember that what I learned today, what I learned in this class. After and before you start the next class, you remember what you last learned in the last class. And when you come back, if you are in a coaching, if you come back, there is a fresh start, there is a new day. You try to remember what you learned yesterday. So there is a cycle of remembering. So this is called active recall. Okay, so this is the first way you can remember stuff, and it actually works, and it works for me. Whenever I read some non-fiction books, whenever I am done with the book, I sit there for 15 to 20 minutes, and I kind of try to write that what I learned. And soon I'll be posting some book reviews on my Instagram. You can follow me at my Instagram. If you need some book suggestions, book reviews, I'll be posting them there. Okay, point number 2 is spaced repetition. Okay, so spaced repetition is that you remember stuff you actively recall. Now you have to, okay, you have actively recall, but it is for 2 days. To you learn something, you remember it today, then you remember it day after. But what about 6 months? What about 3 months? So this is where spaced repetition come in. Spaced repetition is nothing but you, after some time, let it say 7 days or a week or a month, or you are getting me what I'm kind of trying to say. You take some space in between, and then you remember. And you can remember stuff by, you should, whenever you read something or whenever you get some piece of information in biology especially, you write some questions. Have a question copy and go through the question copy after every week, or after every end of the chapter. You go through the question book and you see how much you remember. Okay, now the third one is retrogressive revision. Retrogressive revision, what it is, you may just write all the topics. You have a deadline. It's very important to have a deadline, and I will emphasize it too many times on my channel, that you have to have a deadline. Without deadline you can't function. People can't function without deadline. If you say you have too much of time, that's actually not true. You don't have time for doing everything in this world. You have very limited amount of time, so you need to have a deadline. So what retrogressive revision is, let me explain it by giving you an example. You color code every topic you have. Now what you do is, you have chosen 3 colors. Let it be the traffic light colors: red, yellow and green. Okay, so you don't care about what is coming in test. You go through color coding, which you revise whatever is red. That is retrogressive revision. That before the deadline you make everything green. You firstly write the date which you have read it, and if you know the topic well, make it a yellow. But then if you forget it, then write the date when you are feeling like you have forgotten it. And whenever the deadline is reaching, you have to revise the stuff and make everything green before the deadline. Okay, so this is what retrogressive revision is in a nutshell. Then we have 2 more stuff, and it's very common. The last 2 points are, okay, so the last 2 are mnemonics and spider diagrams. What is a mnemonic? Mnemonic is something that you create to remember stuff. Let me give you an example. है लीना की रब से फरियाद, बेटा मांगे कन्या सुंदर, बाप राजी. This is nothing but, first, it is a code that I have created, this is a mnemonic which I have created to remember what I have for first day and second day of periodic table. You can create your own. It is very common among student, and you can borrow some from internet. And if you need that I give you mnemonics of periodic table, just comment down below. I'll give it to you. It's very simple. I'll make a short 3-minute video and it will be done. And then comes the spider diagram. Spider diagram is nothing. You write a topic in a center, and then you draw a spider web, or you connect every point that is related to the topic, and that's it. And if you got some value from this, so please consider subscribing and sharing and liking the video. And yeah, you can ask me any question which you have regarding NEET in the comments, and I'll be happy to answer. And this is the way you should remember, and these are the 5 ways that will improve your learning capacity, or whatever you are trying to remember or you want to achieve. Thank you for your time. Have a great day. Bye, birds.